Assalamu Aleykum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Welcome to part 2 of Suhayb Ar-Rumi. We are here in Yunus Islamic Studio, Companions of the Prophet, Book 1. I know it's been quite some time, but now we will continue the great companion of the Prophet with his great transaction, Suhayb Ar-Rumi, also known as Suhayb the Roman, meaning Suhayb the Byzantine at that time. Last time we saw him, he was galloping on his way to Medina when Quraysh spokesman came and said, "We're not letting you pass with your life or your wealth." Suhayb Ar-Rumi warned them, "Don't come any closer, or else I'll attack you with my arrows, because you know I'm very good with arrows." But then Suhayb Ar-Rumi asked them, "What would you say if I gave you my wealth? If I gave you all my money? Would you then leave me alone?" They agreed to that. So Suhayb Ar-Rumi thought. Then he decided. He told the Quraysh nobleman to go to his house in Mecca, and then he told them inside his house where he was hiding all his money. So they left him alone. So when he came to Quba, which was next to Medina, the Prophet had been told by Angel Jibreel what happened, and he was very happy. Now let's continue with the great story of Suhayb Ar-Rumi, Suhayb the Roman. What is money and what is gold and what is the entire world so long as faith remains? The Prophet loved Suhayb a great deal. He was commended by the Prophet and described by preceding the Byzantines to Islam. In addition to his piety and sobriety, Suhayb was also light-hearted at times and had a good sense of humour. One day, the Prophet saw him eating dates. He noticed that Suhayb had an infection in one eye. The Prophet said to him laughingly, "Do you eat ripe dates while you have an infection in one eye?" "What's wrong?" replied Suhayb. "I'm eating it with the other eye." Suhayb was also known for his generosity. In the period of the Caliphate, he used to give all his stipend from the public treasury fi sabilillah to help the poor and those in distress. He was a good example of Quranic verses. He gives food for the love of Allah to the needy and the orphan and the captive. So generous was he that Umar once remarked, I have seen you giving out so much food that you appear to be extravagant." Suhayb replied, "I have heard the Messenger of God say, the best of you is the one who gives out food." Food. Very tasty. Suhayb's piety and his standing among Muslims was so high that he was selected by Umar ibn al-Khattab to lead the Muslims in the period between his death and the choosing of his successor. As he lay dying, after he was attacked by Maji'an Abu Lu'lu while leading Fajr Salah, Umar summoned 6 of the companions: Uthman, Ali, Talha, Az-Zubayr, Abdul Rahman ibn Auf, Sa'd and Sa'd ibn Waqqas. He summoned all of them. He did not appoint any one of them as his successor, because if he had done so, according to one report, there would have been a short time there would have been, for a short time, two Khalifas looking at each other. He instructed the six to consult among themselves and with the Muslims for 3 days and choose a successor. Then he said, وَعَلْيُصَلِّي بِنَّ السُّحَيْبِ. Let Suhayb lead the people in Salah. In the period when there was no Khalifa, Suhayb was given the responsibility and honor of leading the Salat, or in other words, the head of the Muslim community. Suhayb's appointment by Umar showed how well people from a wide variety of backgrounds were integrated and honored in the community of Islam. Once, during the time of the Prophet, a hypocrite named Qais ibn Mutatiyya tried to pour scorn and disgrace on sections of the community. Qais had come upon a study circle, a halaqah, in which there was Salman al-Farsi, the Persian, Suhayb Ar-Rumi, the Byzantine, Bilal al-Habashi, the Abyssinian, may God be pleased with them, and remarked, the Aws and the Khazraj had stood up in defense of this man, and what are these people doing with him? Mu'ad was furious and informed the Prophet of what Qais had said. The Prophet was very angry. He entered the mosque and the call to prayer was given. This was the method of summoning Muslims for a very important announcement. Then he stood up, praised and glorified Allah and said, Allah is one, your ancestor is one, your religion is one. Take heed, Arabism is not conferred on you through your mother or your father. It is through tongue, i.e. the language of Arabic. So whoever speaks Arabic, he is an Arab. So that's, my friends, we come to the end of the exciting story of Suhayb Ar-Rumi, also known as Suhayb the Roman. So inshallah, I'll be seeing you next time when we start our next mystery Sahaba. Although I can't tell you the next mystery Sahaba until next time, because otherwise it wouldn't be a mystery Sahaba, guys. So I'll see you all tomorrow, inshallah. Assalamu Aleykum.